Hey everyone, so welcome to another case of working in my very tiny little workshop area, building something that I need to produce videos with. So this week we're going to be taking some galvanized steel pipe and a scrap metal disc and trying to build a small custom light stand for myself because the big old tripod that I'm using at the moment just isn't cutting it. So let's get started. Okay, so a word of warning before we go any further. When working with galvanized steel, it's imperative that you remove the zinc coating from the outside of the material before you do any kind of soldering, brazing, or welding on it, as the zinc fumes released when heated are extremely toxic and they also can lead to some pretty crappy joints, both of which are things you just don't want to have to deal with. So I've already rough cut the pieces off camera, and this is just a piece of scrap steel that I had lying around that I got off my old shop teacher a long time ago. So the next step is I'm going to come along, I'm going to set my saw up to do some mitered cuts on here. So instead of having the legs just straight up or straight down, they're going to be at an equal angle, and then I'll just 3D print some little rubber feet to go on the end. So then we'll get the saw set up, get those guys cut, get everything deburred, and then we'll come on back and focus on actually brazing everything up. Okay, so I almost risked melting my camera there when I was filming brazing this guy on there. I need to literally build like a little heat resistant shield for the thing, but we'll get there when we get there if I ever do that. But what I've done is I've off camera machined up this little mounting point right here that will allow me to take the tube and stick it in there and screw it in, but it looks like this is actually holding it in place. So that way I can tear everything down or stick different height tubes on there, things like that. Makes it a little more interesting if you asked me. So pretty much at this point, I'm gonna call this video done. In the next video, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the tubes, the mounting of it, making feet, filling the legs with sand if we need to, things like that. But I figured I'd break it up into 2 videos just for the sake of time, because this one's probably gonna be getting a little bit long at this point. So the next stop for this guy is gonna be a container with some pickling solution, which is just vinegar and water to help soak off all the residual flux that's on there. And then I'm probably going to be wiping the parts down with some WD-40 or just hitting them with some clear coat, just because I like the look of them as they are, but I don't want the exposed parts to get all rusty on me again, so we'll see about that. As for me, I gotta go soak this thing because it is hot. See you guys later.